Cup Series racing at Darlington, a NASCAR Labor Day weekend tradition. The Southern 500 is NASCAR's oldest and toughest race. And tonight, one of NASCAR's crown jewel events marks the start of the 2023 Cup Series playoffs. The road to Phoenix starts right now.
And now, race fans, here to say the most famous words in motorsports. Please welcome Cookout representative Rue Reeves.
Driver, start your engine!
Fire and hope.
Christopher Bell on the inside in the 20. Denny Hamlin in the 11 on the outside line. In front of the grandstand, sold out here at Darlington. The playoffs are underway.
Green.
Keselowski making a little bit of movement there to the inside of the 12 of Blaney.
Blaney running really tight right there. That's what you got to do, though, to create the momentum. Slow that 6 car down, takes the spot.
Denny Hamlin also on pit road said his car was bottoming out early in the run. And also Tyler Reddick here on pit road. And Steve, I have heard a couple of crew chiefs talking about maybe trying to do this on one stop. We'll see if they do that, but these guys clearly pitting here. They'll do this stage 1 in 2 stops.
Well, much was made about the crew swap for the 20. First pit stop, not good, very slow. 15.5 seconds for Christopher Bell, and he will lose the lead for sure during this pit cycle. Let's see what happens. It has been a pit road nightmare for Christopher, so he stops a little long, had to come around a car. Oh, the jack drops on the right side. Now he has to find a way to get it jacked back up. Luckily, no damage to the car. Now they move on to the left, but Christopher Bell is stake bit on pit road, Dave.
That's right, Dale. He said, I'm just way too loose this run, and confirmed he did scrape the top of the right rear in 1 and 2, but he hasn't said anything. They're not concerned about that scrape. Really, the first scrape isn't the concern. It is the second, third, and consecutive scrapes that they would be worried about.
Take a look right here. There's Logano getting into turn 3. Pretty good contact, but that's survivable for sure. But the same type of contact bent the toe link on the 8 car in practice. I mean, it wasn't really hard contact that Kyle Busch had. Green flag since we started this race. And the 4 and the 5 have stayed right there within 2 seconds of leaders. Pretty incredible.
Whatever you leave behind.
25 still to go in stage 1, and it has been green. As we see the door-to-door, side-by-side for the lead. Hamlin on the inside, Reddick on that outside line.
That outside in 1 and 2 is a good place to race, man. But Reddy's going to let him have it. Smart move. Better not race the boss man this early.
Christopher Bell, seen a lot of guys make contact with the wall up the racetrack.
Oh.
That's a big hit off of turn 2.
Yeah, that's bad.
That is a big hit, guys. You are right.
Down the backstretch for the final time. This is going to be the 6th stage win for Denny this year, which means another playoff point. Remember, he can carry those through to each round of the playoffs that he advances. So Denny Hamlin is going to win stage 1 at Darlington. Reddick, Larson, Harvick, and Blaney all in the top 5. Keselowski, Chase Elliott.
Oh, Bubba Wallace is going to spin in turn 4.
Around he goes before the caution comes out, and now the caution is out at the end of stage 1 and for the 23 of Bubba Wallace.
And Christopher Bell may be losing another spot. Dale Jr., you nailed it. Right after that happened, Bell said when they were on the older tires, I don't think I really damaged the car at all. They got going on the new tires, totally different story. Bell just told Adam Stevens a moment ago, I think the toe is messed up on the car, and you can see him struggling with the handling. So kind of unpack that. Toe is not right on the 20. What does that mean, Dale Jr.?
Basically, you get into the fence and you bend the suspension. The toe is the
the direction the tires point. They set that to a certain degree, and when you move that or bend that, that's going to make the car either loose or tight. And so now they've got an issue. And now with the independent rear suspension, you can bend the rear of the car the same direction. So they'll have.
The toe is your hands.
Yeah.
The toe is your, that's what you feel what the front's doing. You turn left, it turns left, you turn right. On those old tires, I think that's a testament to how bad the old tires are.
Riding on board with Reddick.
Cracked over in 2.
Oh, we got a big wreck over here. The 2 involved. Ty Gibbs as well. Cindric's had contact with the right front.
Just hold your brakes. Try to get it rolling. They're all outside. Be ready, guys. All right, we are rolling.
54 there, Ty Gibbs. Contact with the left side. You have to imagine the 2 maybe on the inside of the 54 down in the corner. Contact, sending the 2 into the wall. Here we go. Yeah, right there. Racing for 14th position. Cindric just gets into the left side of the 54, Ty Gibbs, and up the racetrack they go right here. Contact. Gibbs into the wall, turns the 2 right into the wall.
Yeah, the 54 had no more room to go.
No.
High.
Good moves by Joey Logano and Bubba Wallace to avoid that. They were right behind, up next to the wall when that happened.
Going through the restart zone. A good launch by the 11 of Denny Hamlin. Side by side for second. Eric Jones evens up on the 5-car. Larson down into turn 1. Byron all alone in 4th place. Jones with a great opportunity right here on the outside of 5. Look at the momentum. He gets in the wall just a little bit, slows him down. A little side draft by Larson down into turn 3. Larson easily clears with a little bit of a slide job. Jones back to the bottom. All this while Denny Hamlin way out in front is going to win stage 2.
You're all good. You can roll out now.
Kevin Harvick will come down pit road. Remember, his tires were fresher. That run was in a good direction for the 4. They'll not make any changes here except to give up with the racetrack for Kevin.
Reddick right now fighting with Hamlin. Again, those 2 were running 1 and 2 before the pit stop cycle started. And Reddick now in front of Hamlin.
Reddick's drove away from this 11 car of Hamlin, and Byron has closed the gap now to the inside. Denny's car just not quite firing off here on these new tires. He's got an issue. He's coming to pit road.
A problem for the playoff driver who's led the most laps today.
Rick, he thinks he has a loose wheel for Denny Hamlin. We talked about how you cannot make mistakes here in the playoffs. Hamlin had driven a perfect race to this point. Chris Gabehart even said the crew has been perfect all day long, but Hamlin saying he thinks he has a loose wheel. You're on board with him riding down pit road right now to be able to get 4 fresh Goodyear tires on. Man, Steve, we talk about it all the time. I don't know what it is about the Southern 500 and the playoffs that brings out mistakes from crews and drivers as well. But a mistake here on pit road for the Joe Gibbs crew.
Yeah, mistake, and you hope it is a loose wheel. Hope it's not another issue. It seems like as we get later into the day, we're hearing gearing issues, transmission issues, and now all of a sudden we have these loose wheels. The right side looked to be pretty clean. The left side, I mean, these pit stops are just so fast. The exchange of tires happens so fast. It's very difficult to see an issue unless it really stands out. We'll see if the 11 picks the pace back up. And Jeff, Jr., you guys called it, right? The speed was out of the 11, so he was feeling something severe enough that he just couldn't maintain pace.
Harvick now is going to slow down coming to pit road. He's going to try to leapfrog. The 45 is going to try to slow down.
Newman slides sideways, and that's probably going to bring out the caution. The 4, was he on pit road before the caution came out?
The answer is no to that, because on the onboard I saw the red light for sure for the 4 car. But the 22 of Joe Logano was already on pit road. We'll have to see where he cycles out with scoring.
Oh, if he stops. He can't stop if he wasn't on pit road before the line started.
Now, if we freeze it about right here, you'll see, okay, this first car is the 4. Behind him, that's the 24 of Byron, the 5 of Larson. So now as we spin this forward a little bit, what you're going to see is Kevin Harvick stays committed. Larson sees it. He goes, oh, I'm staying out. And then right there, William Byron, right hand, stays on top, stays on the racetrack. So for that reason, I mean, that decision by Byron kept him in the race. The decision by Larson kept him in the race. And for Harvick, it was just a timing thing. I don't think he even had time to make the decision.
World will have the momentum down the straightaway here. He's going to move to the inside. Bowman's going to block. More of a block. Contact.
Oh, and he puts him in the wall. Into the wall goes Bowman. And now Suarez and Harrison Burton caught up.
Stay all the way at the top and stop.
Free pass is going to go to Truex Jr., I believe. Highest scored car a lap down.
That was a hard lick for that 21 car of Harrison Burton. Nowhere to go. Suarez spinning out of control in front of the field down into turn 1.
Left front locked up on the 99.
He's looking low, and Bowman's going to take him all the way down the racetrack. And as they go back up, the 99 hooks him in the right rear and turns Bowman into the outside wall.
I get the first block. The second block's ridiculous. I mean, you know, you block a guy to the inside, that's fine. Guy turns to the right and then block him on the right again. I mean, that's just not good.
So I agree with you. I don't put that on Suarez at all. Bowman, if he wants to turn left and run him down to the bottom, that's fine. But then, you know, you wrecked yourself. You turn right, and the guy is next to your right rear bumper, in my opinion. So I get where Bowman's at here, but, I mean, you just drove across the 99's nose going back to the right. I mean, is that how you guys see this? And what a recovery. Kyle Petty said the word of the night was recovery. How about the 5?
Oh, we got a spin on the front straightaway. The 38 is around the 11 of Denny Hamlin into the wall as well down into turn 1.
McDowell got in it as well. So 2 playoff drivers, Denny and McDowell.
Well, and they were racing for the free pass, so we're going to have to see what NASCAR has to say. Oh, McDowell, heavy damage to the 34. There's a chance there could be no free pass awarded if they're involved in the accident. We'll see what the tower has to say.
Big damage.
You wonder if Kyle doesn't recognize that the 3 wide goes all the way up the racetrack, expecting more room. And McDowell and Hamlin had nothing to do with it, but they got caught up in it.
I mean, Truex and Harvick were right in the mix, too. They got through without damage.
And because Hamlin was involved in the incident, even if he was in the free pass position, he wouldn't get it. Larson coming out of turn 4.
White flag here. One more good one. Still clear by 8.
1 lap to go. Presented by Credit One Bank. The gap still about 5 car lengths separating Tyler Reddick and Kyle Larson. Larson down the backstretch for the final time. He has won some big races before. He's won a championship. He's looking to win his way into the next round of the playoffs, and he's looking to win the Southern 500. Kyle Larson, he's going to do it.
Give him the checker. Southern 500, baby. Hell yeah! Hell yeah, guys. Great job today. Proud of all of you. Great, guys. Great job. Thank you, guys.
Rick Hendrick has amassed 299 career wins.